Hello everyone, JRDeal96 here with a brand new reaction. As you can tell by the title, it's another Crank Gameplays video, and this one I feel is really clickbaity, but I do know that he's been on a recent tear on Twitter and social media promoting the whole fact that in exactly a month, or less than a month now, that he will be going on his tour. I have to do this show. Now, as you know, I already bought tickets to the New York show. It's the VIP tickets. Like they don't necessarily have full details yet on what it includes, but I'm hoping. Like I have a feeling that this video is gonna be just him talking about, guys, I have a tour in a month from now. I'm gonna be leaving for a tour, like something like that. Like I don't know, like but it's kind of weird still seeing Ethan with the white hair and the bleached white hair or stuff and stuff like that. So, anyways, let's just get right into this video and see what he's gonna clickbait us with. So without further ado, let's react to this video, shall we? Nice car.
Hello.
I'm guessing it's a Tesla, based on how the seats are.
And it's a little weird because I am leaving for tour in a month. Listen, I know what you're thinking, Ethan, you fucker.
I already
you
knew when clicking on this.
But listen, guys, listen, I had to do it. I cleared it with Twitch chat last night, and they said, this is a funny idea. Go for it.
Screw you, Twitch chat.
Tour, please don't leave. I'm going on tour, and the first show is in exactly a month from today. And I worked so insanely hard on this thing.
It was around this time last year when he announced it.
To give you a little bit of insight, although websites are going to update hopefully today or tomorrow with new photos and a new little description, because right now it's just
basic information that they don't know about.
To give you a little more insight without like spoiling anything, the show is sort of about my relationship with my audience. It's kind of a theater, like comedy-ish type show, but it's about my journey, a little bit my journey on YouTube, but also my journey with creating things in general and creating the show and my relationship.
I think that was what I was thinking when it was
my
about.
relationship with being a creator.
I was thinking that.
It's really vulnerable, if I'm honest. Like, yeah, it's filled with jokes and stuff, but it's something that really came from inside.
From you.
And I hope that when you see it, you see that and you can take something away from it. But I worked extremely hard on it, and it's a very personal show.
I doubt. I'm pretty sure you did.
Something that I'm extremely, extremely proud of. And I'm extremely excited to show you guys. But the whole thing about it is that I'm leaving in a month to go on tour.
Prep the videos, dude.
Tour is only going to happen once.
Really?
I'm not going to do it again after this. If it does well enough, maybe I'll do a European leg and I'll go to different locations.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. If it does well enough, he'll probably do a Europe tour as well.
It's happening in a month. I am going all across the U.S. I am going to Vancouver,
Canada,
and Toronto. I'm going to a ton of different places. So
New York is one of them.
Please, if you can, please come. It would mean the world to me. And if you're on, I've seen a lot of people be on the fence about it. If you're on the fence, I know that I'm biased, but this is only going to happen once, and I'd love to give you a really fun experience. Because if
the people can't make it, make a tour documentary.
There's not going to be videos of it. There's not going to be anything streamed or anything like that. You have to come and see it in person. I'm going to leave links down in the description to every single city. Please, 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 just take a look. I've seen so many people be like, oh, I didn't realize that you're touring in this place. Or people will be like, hey, are you coming to Tennessee? And I'll be like, yes, I'm coming to Nashville. It's been on the website. So please come to please come to the show. I'm so excited. I would love if we could sell out a lot of the tour. I think that would be really cool. Just off the top of my head, and again, please just check the description. Because you know what? Maybe I'll pull it up now.
Go do
Maybe I'll
so.
just pull it up right now and read off all of the places. But one thing also to note is that there are COVID protocols.
Of
We want to
course,
make sure
like what do
everybody is
what
safe.
do you gonna
So
expect?
most places are requiring that you are either vaccinated or show a negative
Like a negative
test.
test.
Um, so just make sure to do
Yeah, I dealt with that when I saw Phantom of the
I'm
Opera.
gonna do this. Dot show. Yes. Now bring me all the places. Where am I going to? So yeah, 1 month from now, I'm going to be on tour. I would love to sell out a bunch of places. The first stop is in Toronto, and the Toronto show is doing really well. I would love if we could sell out the Toronto show. That would be really cool. But on top of that, I'd like to think that the show is really well priced as far as like a theater like.
Yeah, I was surprised at how well priced they
When you
are.
go and
That
see a
yes,
show,
they're
it's like
low,
going
and
to
I
see a
think it was
concert or going to
expected.
theater or whatever. And as far as those kind of experiences go, I'd like to think that this
Yeah, I
is
thought it
priced
was
pretty
fair
well.
pricing.
Most tickets are between $35 and $50 depending on the location.
Yes.
Like upwards of $50 for the Canadian locations.
It depends on
Canadian,
like
so
where
it's
you're
$50
sitting
Canadian.
and what kind of ticket you're getting.
But most places are between like $35 and $40 a ticket for standard seats, and then VIP is about 75 to 125 depending.
Yes, like it was like around a 125 for
and
me.
The VIP, for those of you who have been asking, a lot of people have been asking.
I was
about
wondering
it. One,
that.
there is tour exclusive merch that anybody can get, but also the VIP. The VIP people, one, you get into the venue early. Two, because you get in early, there's a VIP Q&A that'll be going.
I was expecting that
I
too.
wanted to just keep it a Q&A because
Simple.
the rest of the show is very scripted, and so I just wanted to try and do something for VIP that was like a little bit more intimate and personal. And so I'll just be chilling with you guys out there for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just answering your questions
before the show begins.
So you get access to that. You also get a little VIP bag with a few things in it. You'll get a signed poster. I think you'll get some pins. Forgive me if I'm forgetting a couple of things, but you do get like a VIP little merch bag.
Oh, that's cool.
With some merch in it and a signed poster and stuff. You get early access to the venue itself, and then the VIP show. And then obviously, because it's VIP, you get better seats.
Of course.
But yeah, the show is about 90 minutes long. I'm trying to just give
you. Do you have 90 minutes?
The show's about 90 minutes long.
Every time I hear it, every time I hear 90 minutes.
Although, like, it's me. If you know my content, like I swear
Every time I
like
hear 90
that,
minutes,
so,
I think of Sean.
If you watch my videos and you're fine with the language that I use, then you're
fine. It's fine.
As far as like any warnings for it, so it is like a theater kind of concert vibe as far as the lighting goes. So there's no strobe lights, but there are some flashing lights and there's bright lights and stuff like that. So if you're sensitive to those kind of things,
epileptic
that's
ones,
something that you might want to look out for. But there's no strobe lights or anything like that. But there are some flashes of light, but nothing crazy. I made sure
to not
with the lighting person
to make sure that doesn't cause an issue with people.
Insane. But
don't
if
go
you're
insane
super
with
sensitive, I would just proceed with the
caution
that you usually do. If
or
you
just
go
look
to
down.
any
I don't
live
know.
shows or anything like that. I'm trying to think of anything else. There's no meet and greet or anything due to COVID, and also just due to my own exhaustion that I'll be having during the shows. I also won't be able to accept any gifts because
that's unfortunate.
Be on the road in a tour bus, and if I take a gift from one person,
then it's just gonna be like you can't. Then you gotta take from
appreciate
everyone else
so much. Honestly, if I took them on the bus, I wouldn't be able to fit them, and I'd have to throw them away. So just know that if you do bring a gift to the show, I can't take it, and if you leave it at the venue, unfortunately, it will be thrown away. I wish that I could take everything, like I really, really do, and I really appreciate it, but I'm saying this to you out of respect for you. Please, I like, you can tweet me pictures of it or anything like that. But unfortunately, I can't take anything on the bus because we have a whole crew of people and everyone has their own stuff. There's no room, and so if I can't take it on the bus, unfortunately, it will be thrown away. So I'm just saying that out of respect for you. I would love them, but I cannot take them. But yeah, sorry for a ton of information all at once.
That's unfortunate, but we understand.
More proud of something that I've made, and this is truly my own, and it's something that I worked on for now over a year, and it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I would really love to see you there. Again, I'm only doing this once, so please go down in the description, see what cities I'm at if you can go, see if people want to go with you, and if you can't come to the shows, and if you are coming to the shows, I don't usually ask this of you guys, of my audience, but this is something that I'm so proud of, and I really want these places to be as full as possible, not for a monetary benefit, but from, like, I just want as many people to see this thing that I made as possible. But I want them to see it in the way that it was intended, which is being there live in person. And so if you guys could share it around, if we could get the hashtag I have to do this tour trending, that would be incredible.
Hey Ethan, how about you list off what shows aren't sold out yet?
Being shared and things being boosted. So if you have any fan art, or if you tweet photos of, like, I got my tickets and stuff like that, a boost on interaction and stuff like that specific to the tour would be so appreciated. And I love you guys so much, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this without you guys, and I'm so excited to show you what I've made. So yeah, please, if you can, share it around. I'd love to see you at the shows.
Yes.
Please come to the show. If you're on the fence, please come. I would really love to see you there. I really want to show you what I made. And it would be a crazy dream to sell out the tour. There's only 1 month until I leave. Tickets are on sale now. There's a couple places that have sold out. But let's see how many more we can get. I'm also doing a show in my hometown, which is the last show of the first leg. It's in Portland, Maine. If you can go to that show, as far as the actual show itself, it won't be any different. But because it's in my hometown, it's going to be really special.
It's more significant because you're
home.
If you like
seeing me cry, come to that show. If any of the shows were to sell out, I would want it to be that show. But please, again, just go down in the description and look through the places. Look at a map. Say, oh, how far away is this place from me? Because so many people have been like, you're not touring near me. I live in fucking Massachusetts. And I'm like, I'm going to Boston. So
Boston.
Please, check. Share if you can. And I hope to see you at the shows. Again, sorry for the clickbait, but...
Well, we all know you like to do that anyways. You did that the last time. You did that when you announced the tour, the whole tour itself. So I expected, that was what I expected. It was him talking about the show, that he's leaving in a month or stuff like that. But he finally kind of gave us a little bit of details on what the show kind of will be and what the premise of it will be. So he said it was like a combination of, like, his life and him being a content creator on YouTube and his interaction with his audience. That's pretty much what he said, I think. But I was kind of like thinking like it might be like kind of somewhat similar to what Sean did. Like where he talks about his life a little bit and also talks about, his impact on YouTube or whatever. Like stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure, but it's fair enough. Like it's something different and I'm really intrigued by it. And I would like to see what he does. And he also finally gave details about the VIP tickets. That was one of the biggest questions I had. They kind of gave a basic little description about it. Like, they said, like, okay, there will be exclusive merch and a signed poster. That's what they said, but he finally gave a little bit more information about the VIP tickets. Like, you'll get early access and you'll get a little Q&A thing in the begin, like 30 to 45 minute, VIP, Q&A thing, and you'll get a little merch bag, like a little VIP merch bag that includes a couple of pins and some other merch and the signed poster. So I'm great. I'm glad to hear that's he finally gave more details about that. So that's kind of nice. But I'm really also intrigued about, what his show will be like. Like, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go. I actually bought myself tickets. I literally bought tickets the day he announced this fucking shit. The day he announced the tour, I just randomly decided to look at what show. Like, I just randomly noticed that he announced it, and when I first saw New York, I was like, okay, let me see this. And let's see if it's good enough, and let's see if they're not sold out by now. So I was like, I gotta get going with this. So I bought myself the VIP tickets. I'm literally sitting on the floor. I'm literally like maybe the second row to the right side of it. So that's pretty awesome, and stuff like that. But I am really looking forward to going to the show. Obviously, he also said there will be some COVID protocols, and that's just understandable and normal at this point. I dealt with that when I went to see when I went to AEW Dynamite. I dealt with that with when I went to see Phantom of the Opera back in October, and it was literally down further down the street of where Phantom of the Opera was the theater that Ethan's show is gonna be at. So that was kind of nice. It's also known as the PlayStation Theater, but it used to be known as the PlayStation Theater. Now it's just the Palladium Theater. So I will list off the cities that he will be doing. March 21st, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. March 22nd, Royal Oak, Michigan. March 23rd, Cleveland, Ohio. March 25th, Columbus, Ohio. March 26th, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. March 27th, Indianapolis, Indiana, which is sold out. Minneapolis, Minnesota on March 29th. Chicago, Illinois, again on March 30th. Milwaukee, Wisconsin on March 31st. Iowa City, Iowa on April 1st. April 3rd, Raleigh, North Carolina, which is apparently sold out. Even though there's still the tickets thing is still up. Raleigh, North Carolina is apparently sold out as well. April 4th, Nashville, Tennessee. April 6th, Orlando, Florida. April 7th, Atlanta, Georgia. April 9th, Washington, D.C. April 10th, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. April 12th, New York, which is the show I'm going to. April 13th in Boston, Massachusetts. April 15th in Portland, Maine, which is most likely his hometown. And that will be the end of the first leg of the tour. Then he goes back on tour in less than a month after, on May 10th in Los Angeles, California. Then May 11th he'll go to Tempe, Arizona. May 13th, Dallas, Texas. May 14th, Houston, Texas. May 17th, Austin, Texas. May 18th, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. May 19th, Kansas City, Missouri. May 20th, Boulder, Colorado. May 21st, Salt Lake City, Utah. May 23rd, San Francisco, California. May 25th, Seattle, Washington. May 26th, Portland, Oregon. And then finally, May 27th is Vancouver. And he did also say that he will be only doing this tour once. He won't be doing any more of these after this leg of the tour, unless if it does well enough, he will do like a European leg as well. And I hope it does. I hope he does do a European leg as well. I hope even Australia I'd like to see as well. I'd like him to do also Australia. But I'm really happy for him that he's going to be doing this tour and stuff. And I'm really excited to be going to this show. I do know there's probably going to be those little weird protocols that you can't film. And I respect that, but pictures I think will be fine, I hope. But apparently I heard that you will be told to put your phones in these baggies and stuff. But I would like to try to vlog my experience going to this. Try to get as much as I can, but I do know he wants to make sure that no one knows, and no clips of it are online, and everyone can see it, with a fresh pair of eyes and not know what the hell they're going up for. What the hell they're going to be seeing. Like, I get that, and I will respect that, and I'm not going to try to film the whole show. I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to try to do that, but I want to try to film bits and pieces of it that is kind of like taken out of context, that you don't know what's going on, but you just see him on stage. Try to get a good shot of him on stage, whatever and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of thing. I wouldn't try to, completely ruin him, completely, spoil the whole show. I wouldn't do that. But I'm still looking forward to this show. I am really looking forward to this. It will be a crazy experience, I will say that. Well, and he also said that he can't accept gifts, which is sad, is kind of unfortunate. Like, it's not like I was going to get him a gift. No. But to the people who were planning to do so, that's a shame, but it is what it is. But he also mentioned that there won't be any meet and greet thing after the show, because most likely he'll be fucking exhausted, and I know people will do that anyways. They're gonna do that anyways, because those people are gonna be vultures waiting for their prey. That kind of thing. And I say that with all due respect, but just, he's a human being like all of us, and they have a life, and they're probably doing a show for 90 minutes and just talking. That would be probably very exhausting to be doing all that. So I will try, but I will just kind of be also cool just to be there, But even though most likely I'm not going to be meeting Ethan, I know that I at least was able to see him live. You know what I mean? Like, even though Markiplier never had, during his You're Welcome tour, a show here in New York, and even though Sean didn't have a show for his How Do We Get Here tour in New York as well, even though they didn't have a show there, it was very unfortunate. But when I heard that he was finally doing a show in New York, Ethan, for his tour, I was very happy, and I had to go. I had to see this. So I'm really happy for him, and I'm really proud of him for how far he's come, and how he was able to create this tour, this show for people to see. And I'm hoping, and I hope that every show sells out. Like, 2 shows have so far sold out: Raleigh, North Carolina, and Indianapolis. God damn it. Let's sell these shows out, guys. Please, sell out the show. I have to do this .show. Please, go to that link. I have to do this .show. You'll get your tickets for all the venues that are available. Please, I'm pretty sure there are still tickets available in New York. So please, go get some tickets. If you're a fan of Crank Gameplays, please go to I have to do this .show and get your tickets. The show's going to be in about a month and a half from now, but the tour starts in less than a month. If you're in Toronto, go get tickets. If you're in Vancouver, get tickets. If you're in Portland, Maine, his hometown, go get tickets. Please. That would mean a lot to him. It would mean a lot to his fans, and it would definitely mean a lot to him. So please, go to a show. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's reaction. I've rambled on long enough about it. So if you like what you saw here, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. Be sure to check out my Instagram, because I make collabs with Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, even myself. I have some Visit cosplays on there, so go check it out. And be sure to check out my Tumblr and my Discord in the description as well. So until next time, JRDL96 signing out. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.